Good Saturday morning, good people. It's Patrick the Okie Shaver. It's September 2nd, Saturday morning, I don't know, a little before 10 o'clock, I think. I want to share with you using some stuff I don't use just a whole lot. I probably should, but I don't use it. I've got so much stuff that I don't know when I've used what or anything else. But today the soap we'll be using is in this mug right here. It's called Haslinger. I can't remember where it's from. I bought it. I used to buy all my gym blades from Gillette in England. It was just cheaper to do that than buy them here in the States. I do have a place where I buy them now here in the States. Anyways, but this one is not the what's the one called, sheep's milk or whatever it is. This is called Ringelblumen, and it's calendula flower marigold. So it is. It's got a nice clean scent to it. The brush we'll be using, I've already got loaded up here, is it's a vintage Peerless. I think you can see that there. But and then the shaver we'll be using is a Gillette single ring, and it's got a new Gillette and a set in it. These are probably my favorite blades. They're sharp and they're also smoother than about anything that I thought was smooth before I started using these. I do like the Wilkinson sword from India. That's another one of my favorites. But to finish the shave off, we'll be using Royal Copenhagen in this little bitty, I think it's 8 ounces or something like that, aftershave. But I don't use it very much, and there's a lot of it, so we need to somehow get through it. I do have a brace on now. I got the cast off. Started physical therapy yesterday. Not a lot that I can do at this point, but as far as physical therapy goes, but I'm sure it'll ramp up before too long. All right, that's the spiel. So I'll wet the face and we'll get with it. Hope y'all all had a good week. If you're working, I did go back to work Thursday. Yeah, Thursday I was out. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Went back to work. Not a lot I can do there, but they should have sent me home if they didn't want me there. So I hope y'all have a good long weekend, or getting a good long weekend, or getting paid for it if you got to work. My son that works for the VA, he'll have to work. He works this weekend, and he went back to work today. He'll probably either do a double tomorrow or Monday. And with his greedy self, he'd probably rather do it Monday. I did overload this brush a little, but I think this soap comes in, I think it's 2.5 ounces or something like that, and it's a little less than $10. But if this was the only soap that was available, I'd be okay with it. The scent is light on this one, very pleasant. I saw a lot when I bought this one. There were a lot of people using it, but you know how when you're in the shave groups and you follow folks, and it seems like things go in cycles. You know, it'll be PAA for a while, and then it'll be Sterling for a while, and then it'll be a newcomer that comes in, and but people were using this a lot, and one of the reasons why I bought it. Anyway, I'll shut up and get on with the shave. The single ring I don't use just a whole lot. It doesn't give me just the best shave normally. Not the most efficient. Normally, I say that. I've gotten some excellent shaves with it, but then I've got some pretty rough ones also. Buddy of mine from California called me yesterday and wanted to know if I had any plans. I said, I hope not. Hopefully we'll get to stay pretty close to the house. And since I can't do anything, my wife has been weed eating all morning, trying to catch that up. Lord love her. Pretty good first pass there. What makes people want new things all the time? I'm not saying I'm not like that. I'm always looking at the buy, sell, and trade stuff, and I have to make myself not buy things sometimes. You know, even if it's something reasonable, if it's something I don't need. And sometimes I buy things anyhow. And need probably doesn't have anything to do with it. My wife is probably one of the most easiest pleased persons in the world. I mean, look what she married. But it took me 3 years to convince her to buy a new car. We bought in fall of 2011, I think it was. We bought a 2012 Toyota Camry, and finally last year I got her to buy a new car. When I tell her, you know, we need to look at buying something, and she'll say, what's wrong with the old one? I don't know. I should be more like that. And I am about some things, but not about all things. the Razor Rock Hawk that I used in the last video, I think last Saturday. I used it about all week. Getting where I really like it. I may end up ordering one. I used to be so against modern razors. I just thought, why do you need to do that? Or I'm not giving that money when I can do this, you know. Because if you're careful, you can buy a really nice vintage razor for a third the price of a new modern razor. Now I've got several modern razors. I don't use a lot of them all the time, but some weepers on my chin, around my mouth. Out. Pretty good shave there. A lot of times I don't get that good of a shave with the single ring. Don't know if I hurry too much or bad blade or what. Just seems like I sometimes get and you can get a crummy shave from probably any razor if conditions aren't right. Maybe my blade was misaligned before or something like that. Yeah, I can't complain with that. Let me clip it down here. There we go. Yep, better. My wife did give me a dozen new shaving towels for my birthday. I was thinking of doing a den video, but I've got things broken up in so many places. I'm not sure how to do it. I guess just pause it and feed it back or whatever. I may do that this week at some point. Maybe a good deal for Monday or something. Wow. Okay, here we go. Roll of Copenhagen. very pleasant scent on this. I remember my dad having this when I was a kid, but I had no idea what it smelled like. All right. Let me recap and I'll get off here. How about that? College football is coming out, or coming on today. I'm going to try to watch that in just a little bit. But today we used Haslinger Ringelblumen soap. It's a good soap. I'm sure that there's 4 or 5 varieties of it, maybe 6. I thought about getting a couple more pucks of it. I just haven't. For the brush, we used the Peerless with the synthetic knot. Sorry, my mind's on football now. The shaver was the Gillette single ring with a new Gillette Nasset blade in it. And for aftershave, we used Royal Copenhagen, big bottle. Yeah, it's 8 ounces. So yeah. Oh, before I get off here, I wanted to, when they took the cast thing off on this arm, there's a lot of dead skin, and I'm still getting some off. But the only thing I found, or the best thing I found to work on it, to really get in there and moisturize, is Sterling Soap Co.'s body butter, unscented body butter. I bought this last fall. I tend to dry out quite a bit, and I bought it, and a little bit will go a long ways. But this stuff is really excellent. I'll drop a link below. Not that you probably need one, because everybody's probably visited Sterling's website. Anyways, I'll get off here and or shut up and get off here. Let y'all go. I do appreciate you watching and sharing your time with me. Y'all be careful this weekend, okay? Yeah, stay healthy and safe, and Lord willing, we'll see y'all next Saturday. Thanks a bunch.